stream crash, please.
Don't stream crash. We're begging.
All right. The Get Back is here. The Get Back is live. It is I, Lewis, and Daniel in the flesh. Jets will be joining us later on. But Daniel, how we doing? It's the Get Back.
We're good. We came here late for nobody's fault. Not saying nobody overslept or anything like that. Like everybody trying to take a nap for like 15 minutes, left like an hour and a half. Nobody's saying that. But we made it here. We made it here. It's fine. We're all good. We're all awake and present.
You know what's funny, Daniel? you know what? You don't even need to make an excuse. You don't even need to say that. You want to know why? Because when I overslept by like an hour, we didn't even stream. We didn't even open the video. We could have, but then I was like, yeah, right. For sure. Literally, I was 2 minutes from sleeping. Like, I literally
now, a little behind the curtain. My computer is very old. It's a very old computer. I call her Betsy. Now, Betsy sometimes needs like an hour to get herself going, right? She's like the girlfriend that like says that they'll be ready in 5 minutes. Really gonna take an hour and a half, right?
Oh, you mean every woman ever? I'm sorry.
Right, exactly. so we're gonna see how this goes because so far she's been running pretty smooth, but I'm waiting for the quick. I'm waiting for the pause because I know we're gonna pause. She can't run a lot of stuff very quickly.
You know what's funny?
She just turned on.
When you said we're gonna, and then I know it could pause, you literally paused right there for at least 5 seconds.
Here we go. So we're gonna see how this goes.
Literally pause for 5 seconds. So once you hit that shit, and then it could pause, and then
I know. I just know. I know. I listen. I can't be pushing her this hard. I just can't. Not this early. She needs time to get ready. I can't be rushing her. This is the problem. But anyway, we'll see. Hopefully, there's no more pause.
Yeah, we'll be good. We'll be good. Well, Daniel, let's talk about some contracts. Let's talk about some running back contracts. Some guys really got paid. We're talking about Bijan Robinson of the Atlanta Falcons, Jahmyr Gibbs of the Detroit Lions, and Jonathan Taylor of the Indianapolis Colts. We got 3 top 5 running backs in their prime, amazing at football, getting paid up $20 million plus a year. I know Jahmyr Gibbs is now the highest paid running back of all time. He just minorly beat out Bijan by $0.25 million.
Barely.
We gotta get more. We gotta get more. It's so funny because we're seeing like, oh yeah, whoever signs first, the other person's gonna get more. It's like $100K more. It's like, well,
like barely about a penny more.
Yeah, like did we really need to wait that long? But Daniel, just pull up the contracts. I know Bijan is 3 years, $75 million, and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Bijan is well, first one I have up is actually, here we go. Bijan is 3 years, 75, 25 per year, $51 million guaranteed. Jonathan Taylor is 2 years, $44 million, with a max of 47 with incentives, and is $39 million guaranteed.
Ooh.
And Jahmyr Gibbs, I think, like you said before, is relatively close to Bijan's contract. I'm just going to pull it up real quick because it's the one I didn't have up. She needs a minute. This is fine. 3 years, $67.5 million with that can reach to $75.75 million with incentives and $51.5 million guaranteed. So literally, it's $500,000 more than Bijan's contract.
But you know what I like about all these contracts? It's not just about the money. It's about the guaranteed money. That's where the running backs really are negotiating hard at the table. It's not just to be the highest paid, it's also to get as much money guaranteed as you possibly can. Because NFL is such a violent sport. You play the most violent position. You can get CTE on any play. You could go down on any play because you're just running into people constantly. So you got to try to get as much money as you possibly can. And the signing bonus is great. The guarantee money is great. You know what? And those players, phenomenal. Without them on the team would be drastically worse. For the Falcons, they would be bottom feeder. And I mean bottom feeder. Like, not like they already aren't. You know what I'm saying? But, like, they would be even worse. With the Lions, they'd get worse. With the Colts, I don't think.
Bottom feeder.
Bottom feeder. Yeah, even with Daniel Jones last year. If Jonathan Taylor wasn't on that team, would have been a little tough to get those passes off. I'm just going to say. Because these guys be running roughshod. They catch passes just like wide receivers. They run through the tackles. They're fast. They are strong. They are literally the perfect overall player on offense. They do everything. But they get paid less, you know?
Well, I think we've been seeing kind of like a change in that notion, like a change in that kind of vibe. You know, started with Saquon Barkley, you know, when he got paid and he got his guaranteed money. More and more running backs have started to become, I guess, like the word is respected in their work, right? And what they actually can provide. Because I know running backs are running backs, but when it's like a premier position right now. It's a premier running back. When you got a generational talent at running back, they deserve to be paid a lot of money, right? Like Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor are arguably the top 3 running backs in the game from last year, right? Just based on performance and whatever. So the fact that they're getting paid and they're setting this bar and the standard for running backs, I think is a good thing. I think it helps set the market for them. And like I said, the most important thing to me is the guaranteed money. That's always going to be the most important thing. I don't know who the first fully guaranteed running back is going to be, but that's going to be a big marker for that. So we'll see. And like I said, I'm very happy for them. I think they deserve these contracts. Obviously, they've worked their butt off for it. But the guaranteed money is really huge and really important to them. And like I said, they're the top running backs. You know, good on the teams for signing them, not letting them walk like the Giants did. But these are like like, you know, the Lions keep a premier talent. You know, Falcons keep a premier talent. The Colts keep a premier talent. So like these teams need these players, and they're willing to commit money to them. That's a good sign. So I think it's a great thing for them to get their contract and get their money up.
Yeah. And speaking of another guy who got his money up, wide receiver. A lot of people, I said it in the video that I did about Bijan and Zay Flowers. A lot of people were trashing Zay Flowers. I mean, trashing him. But then, you know, I'm like, okay, why are we trashing him, right? $35 million, it's a lot of money, right? You look at who's making that type of money. It's your CeeDee Lambs, it's your Justin Jeffersons, it's your Jamar Chase, right? It's your Jackson Smith and Jigba. It's those type of receivers. And when we're talking about Zay Flowers, he is not even fucking close to those guys. Like, in terms of talent, not even close. I was reading the list off, and I was like, Drake London and Zay Flowers kind of fucking, I don't know. They're sticking out like a sore thumb here, you know?
Well, here's the thing, in my opinion, right? So the deal was 4 years, 140 for $108 million guaranteed. I think wide receiver contracts are slowly starting to become like, you know, quarterback contracts, where you maybe don't have the accolade, maybe you don't have like the numbers, but hey, you're number one quarterback. You're gonna get paid $200 million. Like that's just guaranteed. You know what I mean? Like regardless of how. Like, unless, like, you just are terrible and you're not the guy for a team, you're not going to get paid $200 million as a quarterback. I think you start to see that for wide receivers, especially wide receiver ones, right? If you are the wide receiver one on a team, you're going to get paid a lot of money, right? That's just a guarantee. You're going to get paid $100 million plus, right? So that's kind of how I see this. Now, I agree. Zay Flowers is not the greatest wide receiver in the world, maybe top 15 at best on a good day. But I think Baltimore, they view him as their wide receiver one. Him and Lamar Jackson have a good connection. Played together for a long time, right? They lost a lot of key guys. Lost a lot. They don't have a lot of key position players in their room. He is their only real legit receiver. So it's like, who else are you going to spend that money on, right? So I think in that regard, this makes a lot of sense. Now, I will say 140 is a lot to pay Zay Flowers, and it's going to have a big backlash for receivers in the future. I'm looking at Marvin Harrison Jr. I think that could be a guy that can be the next as like what contract, right? But I think when it comes to like Zay Flowers and his money and his contract, I think Baltimore just kind of needed to pay somebody. And they needed to keep somebody around that they know has talent to work with Lamar Jackson. So I feel like in that regard, it helps them. I don't know if I would have committed that amount of money, but good on the guys for getting the contract to get the contract done. Yeah. But like I said, I view like this is like, yeah, you're wide receiver one, you're getting over 120. Yeah, that makes sense. You get $40 million a year for wide receiver one. Yeah, like this is just how like we're going into that phase where it's like now wide receivers are going to get paid a lot more money now, just for being a good wide receiver in the NFL. Like that's just kind of how it's going to be.
And it's like, now I do want to say, Zay Flowers is not the best wide receiver. Let me tell you something, Chad. He's pretty good. He's good. And
he's not the worst. He's not the worst.
I was looking at his numbers from last year. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards, 5 touchdowns. Now, let me tell you this. The touchdown numbers in his career and his 3 seasons in the league are awful. 5 touchdowns in his rookie year, 4 touchdowns in his second year, 5 touchdowns in his third year. So Lamar Jackson, let me tell you, not finding this brother in the end zone, probably because he's 5'8". So you're not finding him in the red zone. Sorry, we have a Derrick Henry, so we're just not gonna throw. You know what I mean? But like those are really good numbers. 86 catches for 1,200 yards, and he's been going up every single year in yards. So I feel like this deal is more so like, it's one, who else is in the room? And you know what? People shitting on Zay Flowers for getting this contract. You should be shitting on the Ravens. And I'll tell you why. You didn't get nobody better than Zay Flowers then in the room. You couldn't find nobody better than? If Zay Flowers is not that good, why is nobody better than him? Ravens could have bring that guy in? There's no one else the Ravens could have brought in. They literally have Rashad Bateman, and that's it.
Right.
And Rashad Bateman is not even fucking close to what Zay Flowers is. Not even comparable. Not even fucking earshot. And then it's also like they're thinking about their future. Like, Zay Flowers is the number one. He keeps on getting better. He hasn't shown clear signs of like deterioration. He seems to be quick, fast. He seems to be doing really good athletically. He's gonna hit his stride. 4th season, maybe he gets 1,500 yards and like 90 catches. Maybe similar touchdown numbers, but you'll take 1,400, 1,300 yards every single day of the week.
Right.
So like,
right.
And he's in his prime right now. Like this is, I truly don't understand why people shit on Zay Flowers. It's like, he may not be the best wide receiver, but for the Ravens, he is.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to be paid like one, because Derrick Henry got money, Lamar got money, Andrews got money. Who the fuck you gonna pay? Tylan Wallace?
You know what it is too?
What are we doing? You're not.
I think if you're the Ravens too, you're trying to get maybe you're seeing the trend, right? You're seeing the trend of like wide receiver one's getting paid a lot of money, and you don't want that number to go higher than it could be. You know what I mean? So it's like, let's say Zay Flowers has a fantastic year, right? Let's just say hypothetically, big hypothetical, he gets 1,800 yards, 15 touchdowns, and he goes off all year. Now, if you're the Ravens, you have to pay him even more than what he wanted originally. And now you set a different kind of market for other receivers down the line. So at least, Drake London got his 130-ish money. Jefferson got his ish money. So Lamb got his 130-ish. Jamar Chase got a lot of money. Higgins got 118, right? So around that range, it's affordable. You can kind of understand it. So I think, like you said, it's two things. I think it's like you're banking on his future, that he's going to get better, and you're trying to get ahead of that big paycheck coming down the line. And B, you're trying to kind of stop the trend here. Or like, okay, 140, doable. Because if it goes up to 180, 200, we can't afford that, and that'd be crazy. So we're trying to save money that way. So I think that in that regard, it could make a lot of sense. Yeah. But this would also be a big backfire if Zay Flowers stays the way he is.
I mean, if he gives you 80 plus catches and 1,200 yards every year, that's consistent as fuck. That's good. That's good. Drake London wishes he did that. Drake London wishes.
But here's the thing, right? Now you kind of set the standard for other receivers to kind of set the bar. Okay, I get 80 catches every year, 1,500 yards. Where's my 150? Where's my 160? You know what I'm saying? So now you're kind of setting that standard. And I'm not saying Zay Flowers is setting that standard. I'm saying that's what it's going to be if he kind of has that year. It's very 6'7", but it's like, who's the guy? Like I got Marvin Harrison Jr., right? Like if he has a breakout year, why can't he get 120? If he puts up Zay Flower numbers, why can't he get 120? Think about it.
Oh my God.
Same year as Zay Flowers.
Oh my God. You know what?
This is what I'm saying.
He could one day, but will he?
If Vlad McConkey has a great third year like Zay Flowers, why can't he get 130?
You know what, chat? I don't mind Vlad McConkey getting paid that money. You know what's funny? I'm very liberal with money. I'm like, I don't mind.
You are very liberal with money.
You know
I'm
what?
not.
Because he's genuinely a guy. Look, I would not have gave him 35. He definitely is a $30 million wide receiver. Just looking at his numbers and looking at what he's done. Now, granted, he hasn't been clutch in the postseason. But guess who hasn't been clutch also? Lamar Jackson, you paid him fucking $50+ million. Derrick Henry, too. Sometimes you're just not clutch.
Well, here's the thing. You have to do that. Lamar Jackson won 2 MVPs. Elite quarterback. Derrick Henry is a 2-time running back champion. Like, you have to do that.
Exactly. So it's like, if you got a guy who's performing for you, it doesn't matter if he's clutch or not. It doesn't matter what he did in the playoffs. He's the guy who's going to perform. You got to pay him. Right. Now, maybe 30. I would give him 30. Clean. I would have started at 30. I'd be like, all right, 30. Take it or leave it. He's like, 33. I'm like, I don't know. I would have hit him with a Tony Romo. Been like, am I drunk? What's going on? I don't know, Jim. I can't walk in a straight line.
Am I giving you 33? I am? Okay.
You getting $35 million a year? Yeah? All right.
You are?
Put me in cuffs. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Fair enough. What other NFL news do we have on the docket for today, Daniel?
Stephon Diggs signed a 1-year deal with the Commanders as the Commanders signed their replacement for Deebo Samuel.
All I know is, look, Brandon Ayuk is somewhere fucking balled up fist, ready to type on Twitter, being like, this is a fucking travesty. He's ready to beat up Stephon Diggs once he takes the field. Okay? He's ready to steal his fucking merchandise, his helmet, and his jersey.
All I know is that if Stephon Diggs wears number 13, Brandon Ayuk's going to be like, hey, big bro, I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that number.
Please. I mean, it's so funny. But Stephon Diggs genuinely had a really decent, good, dare I say, great season for the Patriots last year. Really helped elevate Drake May. And when now you're looking at this receiving core for the Commanders, Scary Terry and Stephon Diggs, it's not bad.
You know what?
That's good. I like that.
You know what, Lewis? He's an upgrade over Deebo Samuel.
Oh, 100%.
He's an upgrade.
Very much. I'm talking like Deebo's here. I'm talking Diggs is off the screen. Like, that's how big of an upgrade we're talking.
You know, does it change how I feel about the Commanders? No. But it is kind of sexy. That offense is kind of sexy. If Terry stays healthy, if Jane Daniels stays healthy, you have the running back who I'm forgetting his name. He has 3 names.
Jacoby Crosby-Merritt. Bill.
Yeah, Crosby-Merritt. Yeah, Bill Crosby-Merritt. And you have Stephon Diggs with a decent O-line. If they stay healthy, it's a legit offense. So it's like I don't. The defense is suspect. I'll give it that, but still, like I'm not. The Commanders, they got a little bit better. They got a little bit better.
No, to be fair, would have liked Stephon Diggs on the Giants. That was also.
We can say it for any team.
I would. As a homer, I would have loved Stephon Diggs on the Giants. I think him and Jackson Dart would have been a great connection. I think Stephon Diggs now in his career is just gonna try to play with as many young QBs as he possibly can and just play good with them. He already played with
the elevator.
Yes, he's already played with C.J. Stroud. He's already played with Drake May. Now he's gonna play with Jaden Daniels, and he was with young Josh. When you think about it, holy shit, he's played with almost
year
every.
4 Josh.
He's played with almost every good to great to elite QB who's young as fuck. Yo, hold on, chat. Where's he going to next? Let me tell you, he's going maybe he goes to Carolina. Maybe he thinks Bryce Young's the guy after this year. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. But, Brandon Ayuk's somewhere fucking throwing a hissy fit. He's pissed off because you're literally, unhinged on social media, bro.
Right.
Like, what's going on with you, bro?
Calm down.
Yeah, calm the fuck down, please. That's why they didn't fucking sign you. They don't want you. You are a headache. It's crazy.
Now I will say, the player, Brandon Ayuk, the player on the field, if he does sign with the Commanders, Terry McLaurin, Stephon Diggs, and Brandon Ayuk, we need to have a different division review for that team right there.
Yeah, they're winning. They're
winning more games. Because I will say, that's kind of an elite wide receiver room. That's kind of nasty. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in that. I don't know what the Niners are going to do. The Niners have their own problems. The substation has awakened on Twitter, so that's the fun thing.
Yeah, you saw that. It got its own fucking profile. It's like, guys, I'm doing the Lord's work. It's like, yo, substation go crazy. He's like, another one bites the dust. Got him.
I saw where it was like, Mike Evans has been activated off the injured list, and it's like he went not for long.
Yeah. It's fucking, people are genuinely hilarious. Like, whoever came up with that is such a funny person.
Listen, X could be a cesspool, but sometimes we have a diamond in the rough. Okay,
yes.
So sometimes people come out of nowhere, out of the shit pool of X. It'll be great
with some heat too. What a fucking funny pull. Not for long.
Not for long.
You're not gonna scrape by me again, Mike. I'm looking at your Achilles next. It's like, yo.
So funny.
Anyway,
goodness. You want to talk about this Hall of Fame game?
Yes, dude. Yo.
The NFL Hall of Fame.
So it's funny because we were talking about how NFL's back in the preseason, and I'm genuinely happy football's back. And then you're like, but it's the preseason. Like, who gives a fuck, right? And that's genuinely like what most football fans feel, because it is preseason. We don't really give a fuck. Most of these players will be cut. They won't make the team. Let's keep it a bean. Right. I guess it's more so for the QBs. It's super important. Maybe certain position battles where you really need that extra guy, and one shows a higher motor than others and making bigger plays. So for some people, it's very valuable, but not for everybody. I'll tell you that.
Well, I'll say this for the fan. There's just something about watching another man hit another man very hard. That's right. It just kind of gets the blood flowing again.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course it does.
It doesn't matter who's on the field. You just gotta hit someone.
Son, watching a 5-yard check down felt like heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt good again. I felt good.
Well, watching a D lineman bust up a screen,
Ooh.
It's cinema. It's cinema. Just watching an absolute play get blown is great.
It's fantastic. And let me tell you something. This Hall of Fame game between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers, it was Kenny Pickett versus Carson Beck to start, and then Haynes King coming in the second half and really doing the Lord's work, getting a fucking comeback, game-winning drive win in the preseason off a rushing touchdown for him. He went like 21 of 34 for a couple touchdowns. Carson Beck, I will say, playing, guys who are like third stringers, guys who probably won't make the cut.
Right.
He looked good. Looked really good. Accurate. Threw a nice go route. Threw a nice fade route. He looked good. On time. He threw a sidearm sling. Chris fucking Collinsworth couldn't wait to say Patrick Mahomes. He wanted to say it so bad. He was like,
really
it kind of, And then Mike Tirico's like, oh, please don't start. Please. We have fucking 18 weeks of this shit. Please. Please don't start. But, genuinely, it was a phenomenal game. And most times preseason games are ass. They're shitty.
Right.
It's like mostly a defensive battle.
They're boring. They're slow.
They're slow. The unathletic guys you don't really fucking know. It's a who game. Who?
Right.
Yeah. But this game, genuinely, chef's kiss.
It was good. It was a good start to preseason. It was good to have football back. I mean, I'm just looking at the roster and just fucking Kenny Yeboah is still in the league, right? Like, who the hell? Jimmy Horn Jr. got the start. John Mechie III still in the league. You just find guys. You're just like, damn, you're still here. But I mean, look, it's preseason. It's fun. Nobody really is taking it too seriously yet. Carson Beck was probably the highlight of the day because you want to see how he does. Obviously, he's the draft quarterback, whatever. He looked good. He looked fine. Preseason, I don't really rate rookies in preseason, especially quarterbacks, so it is what it is. But look, I mean, it was fun. It was unique. It's the Hall of Fame game. It's always different, so it was a fun game. It was a fun game. It's not going to all be like that, but it sets the tone. It's a good tone setter. You know what I mean? It's a good kind of, all right, football's on the up and up. We're back. We're good. We're back. We're here. We're here again.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just a lot of fun. God, Chris Collinsworth, man. Really want to say Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, man, he really did, and that's so funny. He was like, "Look at that sidearm sling. Was that a sidearm sling from Carson Beck? Oh my goodness! You know what that reminds me of, Mike? Looking at Mike in the booth, like, you know what that reminds me of?
No. He has like a spray bottle.
Hey,
no. The Cardinals are playing. Are playing.
No. Talk to him like a dog. No. No. Look what you did. No. Don't pee on the rug. No.
You're a meme online now. No, you're a meme.
Hey, back up. Like fucking Cesar Millan over here.
He's not playing. He's not here.
Every time he makes a pee sound out of his mouth, he just fucking goes right to the neck like, tss, tss, tss. Shut the fuck up. And he's like, oh, what the fuck happened to my neck? Whoa. You see, here's a guy. Carson Beck.
No.
Once he gets that first, shut the fuck up.
Just.
Hey. Don't eat that.
Unless he's playing. Is he on the field? Is he playing?
I can't wait. You know what? Chris Collinsworth makes these games super fucking funny. So keep doing your thing, Chris. Like you give us so much memeable moments. And he's actually a really good sport about it. Cuz the Chris Collinsworth impersonator on Instagram and YouTube, he literally impersonates him the whole time. And he met Chris Collinsworth, and he was like, I've seen your videos, man. Come on, now here's a guy who's impersonating me. He's genuinely like a cool-ass dude, because he just travels around, watches football, and he probably lives a great life. Like everybody loves Chris Collinsworth. I never met somebody who genuinely hates Chris Collinsworth. You may not like his like style of commentating,
but like
He's genuinely very insightful. Like in all dead assness, he's genuinely like he used to be a former player. You know what I'm saying? He knows ball.
You know what? You know. Real quick. Let's rank him. Who's the worst?
The worst NFL commentator?
Commentators like the duo.
Oh, worst
between
duo?
Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, and we'll include the 425 game as well.
I think Jim Nantz and Tony Romo probably are either one or two. One or two for me.
In terms of the best?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think Jim Nantz, first off, legend. And then Tony Romo,
Legend.
He's super insightful, gives you funny moments, but he's also super smart. He knows how to break down the game. You know what? Tom Brady and Kevin Burkhardt, they can be one later. They are not one now. Tom Brady needs to get a bit more seasoning. In the booth. So I'll put him at 3. The best one might be Mike Tirico, Chris Conlon. They might be the best. They might be.
You know what? Okay. So here's my. I'll say mine.
And Monday Night Football, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman 5. Get the fuck in the back. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Not gonna know.
Okay. So here's my list. I would say Tirico and Collinsworth 1. These two grew on me last year, and I actually really like the way they've been commentating together. Al Michaels and Kurt Herbstreit, they were pretty good last year. Especially Kurt Herbstreit impressed me a lot.
Yeah.
He's actually very funny, very insightful. I really like the way they commentated those games. Then I probably put Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. We'll see. J.J. Watt's going to take over for Tony Romo, so we'll see how that works.
Yeah.
Because J.J.'s kind of dry a little bit, but he's got some type of personality at least, so that could move either way. And then it's probably Brady and Burkhardt, and then Romo and Buck and Aikman last.
Yeah, Buck and Aikman are so fucking.
But Al Michaels and Kurt Herbstreit.
Also one of the worst. Booger McFarland and the guy who used to be the GM for the Raiders, like. He's dog shit. Like, black dude used to be a player.
Right.
You know exactly who I'm talking about. Like, they're dog shit.
Right.
You know who's actually a good commentator? Nate Burleson.
Nate Burleson's very fun, yeah.
Not bad. Like, Nickelodeon commentary might have to get a shout. Because they might be... They might be top 5. They're pushing it. They're 6 right now, but you know what? Give me the Rams and the Seahawks on Nickelodeon. Chef's kiss. You know what I'm saying?
You know what the worst is? The worst is when you get Booger McFarland and Dan Orlovsky on the same broadcast.
Oh, Dan Orlovsky. Oh,
and just the two of them together.
It's fucking horrific. You know who's really good? Also doesn't get enough love, probably. Well, he does get his love, but Iron Eagle and Charles Davis.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
They're top 5.
Yeah,
they're top
sure.
5. I'm pushing somebody out. Who's leaving the top 5? Because they're good.
For me, I would push Brady Burkhardt out.
You know what? Me too. Actually, get the fuck up out of here. Charles Davis and Iron Eagle, top 3? Dare I say top 3?
Do you want to know what's funny? They always get, like, the Jet game, and I'm like, I feel so bad. Because, like, they shouldn't be on this absolute garbage team.
Yeah.
They should be at the, like, Bills-Bengal game. They should be primetime CBS. You know who does it with Olsen? Joe Davis and Greg Olsen.
Joe Davis and Greg Olsen. Yeah, they typically do them together.
There's a second game if you don't have Brady and Burkhardt. Like Iron Eagle should be Iron Eagle, Chris and
Charles Davis, dude.
Charles Davis should be the backup to Romo and Nantz.
Dude,
they should be the second
and
one.
You know what I love about Charles Davis, and it's a good like tism tick for me. It's like when he says the player's number instead of their name.
Their name. Look at 47 out there. Look how he runs downhill. Look at 47 go.
And look at 47, Davis. Really running hard out there on the... Oh! I love that shit. And look at big number 96 right there in the middle of it.
Look at Williams, number 98.
And then when
breaking up this play right
a
here.
wide receiver makes a big fucking catch, he climbed the ladder and got the ball. Chef's kiss. His son also pretty good.
It's very good.
Good commentator. He's gonna get there.
Good.
He's gonna get there. Once his dad retires,
Right.
he's gonna be the guy.
Well, here's the thing. I think when Tirico goes, he'll take over for Tirico.
Ooh.
Because he does a good job with basketball too.
Yes, he does.
He does a good job with basketball.
They're really like multi-sport talented. The Eagles.
Yeah, like Ian Eagle, he does basketball, football. He does something else. Does he do hockey? No.
But you know what?
No.
Wouldn't put it past him.
Right.
Wouldn't put it past him to be because he's just so knowledgeable about these sports.
Kenny Albert does all 4 sports. He does football for Fox. He does baseball for Fox sometimes. He does basketball because he does the Knick games. Sometimes he does TNT games, and he does TNT hockey and Ranger play-by-play hockey. And the Olympics.
Honestly, Kenny Albert is one of the GOATs. He's up there.
He is one of the.
He's up there for sure, dude. And his voice is so distinct as well. Like when I watch, like if I'm watching a Giants playoff game, I want Kenny Albert.
Right.
Cause his voice just screams big game, big time stipulations, big fucking plays. Like it just like when I hear that, I hear Kenny Albert. And we're in a snowy day here in Washington. Oh my God, yes. Yes, dude. Oh, Emmanuel.
Here in Washington,
let me tell you,
we have the Commanders against the New York Football Giants.
When it's Kenny Albert and Emmanuel Acho, I click off. Not because of Kenny Albert. Emmanuel Acho's dog shit.
Yeah.
Acho is fucking terrible. What's Jeremiah something? Like he's also awful. Like there's just some guys who I just don't want to hear fucking talk the game.
You know what it is? It's a lot of the Fox guys.
Yeah.
Like Fox has got to step their game. Like CBS, you have JJ Watt, you had Tony Romo, you got Charles Davis. Then you got the pregame show. You got Boomer. You got Phil Simms. Even Coward's also really fun. Bill Coward's really fun on pregame. Yeah. Matt Ryan was really good this year on the pregame show. Like I hate the NFL pregame show. I hate like Gronk. I don't like. What's his name? Bradshaw's a fossil. Jimmy Johnson only cares about the Cowboys. It's like there's so much exciting on the Fox pregame show. Like CBS is just a lot more fun to watch football, in my opinion.
Yeah, it just hits a little. Like I get it. Fox is cool, but like I hate Terry Bradshaw. I hate him. Howie Long gets me fucking as excited as a piece of cardboard. And Michael Strahan's fun. Michael Strahan tries to make it fun. He tries to make it fun. But like Fox, it just does. And Jay Glazer, I get it. He wears tight. I get it. He wears tight fucking suits. I get it. He wears tight fucking suits. Sorry, get him the fuck off my screen. Okay, I don't want to see him ever. I don't want to hear him.
Give me Adam Shepard any day of the week, bro.
Oh, 100%. Like I don't need this bullshit. You know. But Daniel, what's the next topic we will be covering? What a fucking tangent by us, by the way.
What a great tangent.
That was phenomenal. Good on us.
That was a great tangent. Do we want to wait for Jess to do to
run back our review?
To run back our review and repeat our mistake from last week, or do we want to just do it now and get it over with?
We can do it now and get it over with. Yeah,
right.
We can do it now. So last week,
I'll be right back. Explain the situation. I'll be right back.
All right. So chat. Last week stream died. Wi-Fi was dog shit. And it just was not a great environment for streaming that day. So what we did was we recorded a video. We did the whole entire episode, the AFC West Division review. We did all those things, right? We had a fun time reviewing those teams. However, when we got off the stream and we wanted to record it, it was not great. So that's yeah, that's just it was not fun because it didn't record. The stream crashed, the video crashed, everything kind of crashed. So what to make of this all. You know, it's yeah, it was tough last week. Okay, but now here we are. Here I go again on my own. Here we go, and now we're going to
We're
talk
running it
about
back.
our AFC. We're running it back on the get back. The AFC West division review. We have the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Broncos, and the Oakland Raiders. Not the Oakland Raiders. Fuck me.
Vegas.
They should
You know
still
what?
be in
You know
Oakland.
what? You know what? Let's get it out of the way. Vegas is they're finishing last. Like we're gonna run through as fast as we can so we just get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Vegas is finishing last.
Yeah, yeah,
Like they're just the
yeah.
worst
I'm
team.
sorry for those. They're gonna be up on screen now. Like obviously 3-14 for the Raiders. I mean, they're dog shit. Like what are we? Kirk Cousins is your QB. Like what?
Yeah.
We're not like Tom Brady. I get a GM. Oh, cool. Oh, Clint Kubiak. It's his first year. You know what? I don't really expect you guys to be good either.
Right.
You know what? There's no expectations from me. You could win 3 games. You could win 13 games. I'd feel the exact same.
Well, if we won 13 games, I think it'd be a little bit different. I mean, that'd be that'd be
To
something.
be honest, I'd be like, you know what? Cool. Good for you. If you win 1, good for you. Get a good draft pick. Right? The glass is always going to be half full. You know?
Right.
With the
I mean, look. Like the whole thing with the Raiders is when is Mendoza playing and how is he playing?
Yeah.
That's kind of. I mean, this offense is. It's all right. Still no real wide receiver. You got Brock Bowers. That's cool.
Jency's cool.
And this defense still has Max Crosby. For some reason, getting into fights with Kirk Cousins for some reason. Like he just like Max Crosby just does not want to be there. Like just trade him. Get him out of there already.
No. And moving on, we're moving on to the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs had a down year last year, and we talked about it last year how the teams in the AFC West are just better now. The Broncos are just better, and the Chargers are just better, and the AFC just kind of passed them by. Right, the Jacksonville Jaguars were there too. They were also really good. The Colts were in it at one point. Like there were just so many good AFC teams to where the Chiefs just couldn't find that same dominance that they always had. And then Patrick Mahomes got hurt, like I think in week 14, and then it just kind of spiraled from there. And then the season was big time over, and then they tanked. But looking at their record here, we had them at 10-7. Jess maybe had him at a 12-5 or 11-6 or maybe a 9-8, but overall consensus I think 10-7 for us is kind of fair. They have some tough ass games on their schedule. If you look at this week,
from week 12 to week 16, it's Buffalo, Rams, Bengals, New England, San Fran.
It's tough.
Yeah,
it genuinely
playing Seattle. You're playing Seattle. Sorry, you're playing Seattle. You're playing the Colts. You're playing Denver twice. So it's like, and the Chargers, who are pretty much improved. It's a tough-ass schedule. They're beatable, and a lot of these games could go either way. But we felt fair was 10-7, just based on how they played last year, how depleted. Again, this roster isn't moving me. I'm not really impressed by it. That was the big thing last week, too. I'm not really impressed by this roster. I really don't think it's an elite-level roster. But it's still Patrick Mahomes. And I think if there's anybody who's going to figure something out, it'd be Patrick Mahomes. But I feel like 10-7 with a missed playoffs is fair.
Here's a guy who comes in, torn ACL. He's going to be great. 10-7, maybe 11-6 on the up and up. How about it?
No.
Well, speaking of 11-6, we got the fucking Chargers. Bam.
Yes.
Look at the Chargers. I mean, the Chargers last year, good team. Better than the Chiefs. They were a good, solid team overall. Justin Herbert had to run for his life a lot, which sucks. Both of his tackles got hurt, and we're done for the year. So, Justin Herbert, if you see highlights of him, he's most likely moving. That's because his fucking 2 defensive ends are trying to converge on his head. Okay?
Right.
And you look at the schedule, and you're like, from week 11 to week 17, kind of cupcake.
Kind of cupcake
A little bit. We did give them
There's
a win
some
over
rough-
the Patriots. We gave them the win over the 49ers. Gave them a win over the Chiefs. Like,
right. Because we are assuming that with this healthy offensive line and with Mike McDaniels as the OC, this offense will look a lot different and will be a lot better. And you already have really good defense with Jim Harbaugh there. That defense is going to be good, guaranteed. Right? So we're not worried about defense. But this offense, which looked dead last year and scored 3 points against the Patriots, might look a little bit better this year. And that'll help them win more games.
Yeah. I mean, the first 6 weeks of the season, they start 3-3. By week 10, they have more losses than wins. Like this first half of the schedule is kind of tough. Like, the first 2 games are gimmies. They're layups. You should blow out the Cardinals,
Right,
blow
Arizona,
out the
Vegas.
Raiders. You should absolutely, like,
And then
it gets super tough.
Buffalo, Seattle, Denver, Chiefs, LA, Houston, Baltimore.
Whew. That's a tough stretch. It's a super
tough stretch.
But then week 11 to week 16, 17, you get some decent, you get some layups again. You get some cupcakes along the way. We did give them a win over the Patriots. I don't mind it. Maybe they get their lick back, different offense. And the Patriots are going to have to lose some games. So, I think the Chargers game, that could easily be a win for the Chargers. And then they beat the Chiefs. We do have them splitting with the Chiefs.
Look, I think go ahead.
I think they could sweep. But with the division, I don't want to be too crazy.
Right. And I will say this too. The Chargers and Chiefs are very interchangeable. Like, they could either be what we say they're going to be, or they're going to be drastically different. Like, the Chargers can easily be 8-9, 9-8, or they could be 13-4. Like, they have the potential to be really high and really low. Same with the Chiefs. Like, these are 2 very interchangeable teams this year. I'm very high on the Chargers. I think they're going to be a lot better, and they're going to prove a lot of people wrong. But I can see it also going in the other direction, going way down south, and them just absolutely imploding this year. So, if Justin Herbert is locked in, we'll get to that in a minute. Yes. Is Justin Herbert locked in?
Yes,
we're gonna figure that out, and we look forward to that. We're gonna figure that out in a minute.
Yes, we will. The Denver Broncos, 13-4. We had them at. They were a really good team last year, and I think they're gonna be a really good team again. Their defense was fucking phenomenal. If Bo Nix didn't get hurt before the Patriots game, who knows? They might have been in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
They had a tough-ass game against the Bills, and they won a firefight. And,
they got better. They got Jalen Waddle and Evan Ingram's in there now. This defense they even added to their defense, which is absolutely hysterical. And this schedule is very favorable.
Kind of cupcake.
It's a very, very good schedule for them.
Like, from week 9 to week 15. Whew. Chef kiss of easy. I'm sorry to the Jets, but
I mean, like, if correct me if I'm wrong, and I may be wrong, but I think I had them like at 15 wins, like, with the schedule. Like, I have them being one of the elite teams in the NFL this year, especially in the AFC.
I could see it. Like, we could give them a win against Buffalo, and they could sweep the Chiefs.
Yeah.
It's very much so possible to have 15 wins. 15 wins is a lot. It can be done, though, especially if they're at 13 already. If we already think that they are a 13-win team, what's 2 more games?
Right.
So, there you have it. That is the AFC West review. What do you call it? In order.
Towdy? Oh, in order.
In order. From worst to first, obviously it's the Raiders for me. And then it's the Chiefs, Chargers, and Broncos.
Yes.
Jess obviously is very favorable to her biracial brother, Patrick Mahomes. So she got the Chiefs at 2 instead of 3. And the Chargers are just flopped down to 3. So overall, we pretty much are quite the same. We're very similar in terms of how we view these teams. So it's going to be very interesting to see where these teams actually end up. It's going to be so much fun just to really
we said it during the recording last week before we lost it. The AFC is such a mixed bag. Like, that battle for that 1 seed is going to be so much fun to watch. Like, the wild card teams are going to be crazy. The whole playoff race down. Like, there's so many teams you could pick from to kind of make the playoffs. Some teams are going to, like, the Chiefs could miss out again. The Chargers can miss out again very easily. Where are the Bengals going to be? Where are the Steelers make it every year? So where they're going to be? So it's like, it's a very interesting conference, the AFC. I think it's and the NFC is going to be NFC too. They're going to be a lot of fun to watch too. But the AFC in particular is going to be, there's so many questionable teams that can easily go up and down.
Yeah. I'm excited. Is Patrick Mahomes going to be back to what he was? Are the Broncos just going to absolutely decimate teams with a new kind of found offense a little bit, new offensive weapons as well? Are the Chargers going to be better than they were last year? And when is Mendoza going to play? That's really
that's it for this division. Yeah. That is Mendoza going to play this year. That's it for that team. But this division is very, very intriguing. It's very, and it could just be basically what it was last year, but it could not. What if Mendoza cooks and they beat the Chiefs? What if?
I'd praise him. I'd glaze, actually, just to make Jess mad. I'd glaze the fuck out of Mendoza and be like, you know what? Him versus
Here's a guy.
Him versus Mahomes. That's a conversation. Let's talk about tools. Just absolutely rage me here. Oh, come on, Lewis. You don't believe that.
You know what you gotta do? When we do our QB rankings, either this week or next week, you gotta put Mendoza above Mahomes just for a little bit, just to kind of rage bait her. It's like, well, what are you doing? Why? Why would you do that?
Be you know what? I think Mendoza's gonna be very good this year, dude. In the 4 games that he's gonna play, dude, he's gonna be so good. He's gonna be top 10.
Oh God!
You have Patrick Mahomes. You have Mendoza. We should make a fake list and put Mahomes at 32.
You know what we should do? You and me should have both had Mendoza in the top 5, just above Burrow, above Allen, above all these great quarterbacks, just to see your reaction.
We have the fake list. We get through get through the fucking whole list. It's very chalk, nice.
Yeah,
it's clean, no real disagreements. That you get to the top 5.
Right, but then 1 and 2, right? Right, we're 1 and 2, right? So 1 and 2 we leave open, and 2 we put Patrick Mahomes, and 1 we just put Mendoza.
That should be what? You don't believe that? No fucking way. What is wrong with you?
No, Jess, hear us out. He's gonna be great.
Jess, he went 16-0 in Indiana. Did you not watch?
Did you not watch the elitism?
I mean, did you watch the championship game? I mean, you see the grit, you see the hunger on this kid. He's gonna be special, dude. In the 3 games that he plays in week 16, 17, and 18, he's gonna be fucking so good. He's gonna be making all the throws that Patrick Mahomes wish he could make.
You know what it is? We're gonna say, Jess, listen, we're banking on his potential.
Right, that's what it is. Why are we so mad? And I'll be like, why are we so upset? This is potential. You don't see the untapped. Just fully rage bait her. And then you know what you gotta do? You gotta hype me up when I'm fucking rage baiting her, and I'll do the same for you.
Right.
You just gotta be like,
no, he's right.
You're the best.
He's
That's
right.
not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous.
I mean, I agree. No, listen, it's all good. I'm not mad at that.
Daniel, you're really gonna sit by and let this happen? I agree. Oh
Look, when
my
he's
God.
right, he's right. What could I say?
She would genuinely lose her mind. She'd be like, "No,
She-
there's no way. There's no." I'd be like, "Jess, I'm dead ass. Like,
That ass. What's wrong with it?
what's wrong? No, Jess, what's wrong with it? You have a problem against Latinos, don't you, Jess? Mendoza?
That's what it is.
Come on,
That's what
it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. You don't think a Latino quarterback can do it, can you?
Oh, because Patrick Mahomes is biracial like you. You know, he has to be number one, right? That's what's got to be.
Yo, I really feel like once we do the rankings, if Patrick Mahomes is lower on your list and higher on my list wins. If he's higher on your list, lower on mine, you're
100%. 100%.
should be like now. Patrick Mahomes.
No,
number 10?
No, Lewis. This is how it's gonna go. Daniel, where'd you have Patrick Mahomes? Oh, I had him like 9 or 8. Okay, Lewis, where'd you have Patrick Mahomes? Oh, he's like 4. Yeah, I think Lewis's list is better. I think it's better.
Like Lewis's list seems more agreeable.
More agreeable. I tend to lean towards Lewis's list for some reason. I don't know why.
And then I always love your reactions because you throw your heads up. What the fuck? Oh my goodness.
Anyway.
Oh, speaking of fucking greatness, the New York Knicks. I have one of my shirts on, right, for the Knicks, but also our shirts came in finally.
Yay!
We have all the shirts. So we will rekindle, and we will meet up. We'll link up, chat, we'll all wear the shirts and match
Next time out.
and be little matchy.
Right. We'll talk off street. We'll talk off street.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
off camera.
Yeah,
when we meet again. Because it may be sooner than we think. So we'll see.
Oh. Claggy. All right. Is there anything else we gotta discuss? Let's get to MLB here.
Let's do MLB. MLB trade deadline was Monday at 4:00. Stuff happened. Trade happens. But what I want to focus on is the New York Yankees and their trade deadline, which started out, but they traded for Luis Garcia. So we'll talk about that for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Left-handed first baseman from the Nationals, gave a pretty good prospect, right? Power hitting first baseman, lefty, add some pop to that lineup. You like to see it. And then when we get to the trade deadline, what are they going to do? Are they going to add to the bullpen? Are they going to add a starter? Are they going to get their right-hand hitting catcher? Are they going to add to this offense?
No.
I give you Heliot Ramos. And that's it.
Yeah.
Lewis, how do we feel about the Yankees trade deadline?
I like the players as a whole. I like Luis Garcia. He's one of the better hitters in the league right now. Heliot Ramos can hit, swings and misses a lot, but I like both players. I don't mind it. But the biggest thing about the trade deadline isn't about any of the trades. It's about a call-up that we recently had. From one Italian to another, I think George Lombard's Italian.
I'm not 100% sure. I'll Google
Is he Italian?
that.
Look it up. I know his daddy's black, but what's his mom? That's the question. He looks pretty Italian.
He is of biracial and Cuban heritage.
Ooh. So what's
his dad is biracial, and his mother is Cuban.
Okay. Lombard. What a weird name then. Lombard. Like nah, I don't even really. Damn. I thought he was Italian the whole time.
I love how you threw the accent on it just to double check.
Like, is it? I don't know. I thought he was Italian the entire time because he looks like curly hair.
Giorgio Lombardo. Giorgio Lombardo Jr.
George, come here, George. But we got Latino shortstop. Yo, I'm fucking hype as fuck. All right, now that I know that, we're fucking lit. But from one Italian to a fucking Cuban. Is he Cuban, right?
Cuban African American.
From one Afro Latino. Man, it was he's special. Like just look
Played 4 games.
I you know what? You're right.
Played 4 games.
You know what? You're correct. But
Played 4 games.
From just what he's done in those 4 games has made me hate Volpe so much more because this is what the fuck we were missing out on. Are we dead ass? We kept Volpe in the majors when we got that sitting at AAA? What's going on? After all the errors, after all the strikeouts, after all the flubs at shortstop that Volpe made. I remember, man, when Volpe first came in, man, he was decent. It hurt to watch him, just the fucking absolute spiral and downfall of Anthony Volpe. He was supposed to be the next great.
Oh, yeah. Next Jeter, obviously.
Yeah.
As they all are. As they all
are. But now George Lombard, I mean, his defense, that's one thing that I'm like, oh, yeah. I haven't seen defense at shortstop like this in a couple of years because fucking Volpe was at shortstop. Okay, but watching him just work in the field is actually very pleasant to see. Strong arm. He's quite tall, fast, is able to get to balls that you don't think he can, and is able to make off-balance throws, quick fucking snap to get it up. And then at the plate, he has a little bit of pop. A little bit of pop at the plate. You know? So it's we're looking up and up. And obviously this season for the Yankees hasn't been, the greatest season. Aaron Judge has been hurt. The starters have been quite decent. Some stretches have been a little bit rough. But for the most part, we are in the wild card. We are currently, I think, 7 games above the 4th place team. So we're sitting pretty. If everything just goes the same way that it's going, we're gonna be in the playoffs. Maybe not division, because Boston is fighting for that, and also Tampa is ahead as well.
So you're 5.5 games back of the division. And then in the wild card, you are 7 games up on 4th place, but you're only a game and a half behind 2nd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
if that makes sense.
Yeah. So we're the 3rd wild card team. So it's not like
you're the first wild card team.
Oh, we're the first wild card team. Why? Wait, how?
So you're the first wild card team. Then it's Boston. Then it's Texas.
Boston.
So you're at 66 wins. Boston's on 64.
Oh, okay.
Texas is on 50. On 59. So you're either gonna finish 1st, 2nd in the wild card.
Okay.
That's the race right now.
Yeah. Obviously, we can still be the division winners. It is tough because Boston is fucking hot right now, and Tampa's super hot right now. So it all matters about how you finish. And then in the playoffs, we'll see what happens. I don't see this team as a team that can go out and win a championship. It just probably won't happen because, that's just baseball, number 1. And also number 2, even if you get there, you got to play the Dodgers. So, yeah, tough. But, this rotation is still good. They still have live bats. Who knows? They could surprise some people. But most times in the playoffs recently, the Yankees don't really surprise anyone. They don't really go on, a magical run. They kind of, struggle a little bit to get through. They'll win a series, but, they'll win it, not clean, a little shitty. You know what I mean? And then they play a really good team, and then they get absolutely shellacked. So, or they just fucking fall so short and fall flat on their ass, and Aaron Judge doesn't do anything, and no hitter does anything. It's fun watching Aaron Judge just not hit a baseball, even though you're paid $300 million+ to do it. Fun. Yeah. But overall, decent trade deadline. We got some, I think, good hitters. Good hitters. Look, I love me a hitter. Baseball, let's get sexy, baby. I love me a hitter.
Well, I'll say this, right? I think this rotation has been really good, really solid. You didn't even do anything that this bullpen, which has actually been pretty good recently. this offense has just been so lackluster. I mean, you scored 1 run, 4 runs, 2 runs, 1 run, 2 runs, 2 runs, 5 runs, 7 runs in like the past 10 games. Like it's not, and like you don't have Judge, you don't have Stanton, you don't have Ben Rice was down for a little bit, so you don't have a lot. You don't. Trent Grisham hasn't been hitting. Volpe was playing. Austin Wells is hitting under 200, and we're in August. Like a lot of these guys last year just aren't available, not playing. Luis Garcia helps. He's a really good left-handed power hitter, so he helps in that regard. Heliot Ramos, I think because they figure Judge is going to be out for a longer term, they want that extra outfielder to kind of help in that regard. He does that, and they're probably not going to resign Trent Grisham next year, so they have Heliot Ramos kind of be that backup player. So that trade makes sense in that regard. But I think the main thing is that you need to get Judge back healthy, Ben Rice back on track. You need to start hitting the baseball more. You need to start hitting runner score position. This offense needs to be better. It needs to be. If it's anything like it's been the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you ain't winning dick. Let's be honest. You ain't winning shit. So until this offense gets better, the Yankees aren't going to go anywhere. And they may win a series. They play the Astros in the first round, or maybe Texas and the Rangers in the first round, whatever, or even Cleveland or Minnesota. But are you better than Boston? Not the way Boston's been playing. Are you better than Tampa Bay? No. Are you better than the Dodgers? No. Are you better than the Cubs or Milwaukee or any team in the National League? I don't think so. Not right now. So this offense needs to figure itself out, needs to get better, needs to improve. You didn't, in my opinion, you needed to get another reliever in here because Dave Bednar can't be trusted, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's literally a terrorist.
You needed to get another catcher because God knows the truth that is Austin Wells ain't the truth anymore. And you did good, but you're trying to win a World Series, and you have clear problems on this team, and you did not address all of them. And I get it. Missing the trade deadline, I get it, right? You can't fix all the problems at once, but you're trying to win a World Series. That's the goal. You're trying to get to you haven't won one since 2009. Everyone wants to bitch about that. Where's the effort, right? Like where is it? Like in my opinion, like it has to be World Series or bust. You're the Yankees, and you're right now. I can't say you're a World Series team. So it's like where were the big moves? Why didn't you give up more of your young prospect? And George Lombard is cool, right? I'm not gonna come here and say that's Derek Jeter right there. That kid's gonna be the next Jeter. I'll tell you, I'm a WFAN caller. I see the potential in him. From 4 games, that kid can hit a baseball. Okay, cool, bro. You said the same thing about Volpe. Let's give the kid a chance to see what he could do first before we call him the next Derek Jeter. Okay? So
should I glaze?
No. No. But then you have Ryan McMahon too at third base. You have Jets in second base. Like it's not doing it for me. You had an opportunity to go get better players to add to this team. God knows we've been bitching about how great this farm system is. So why aren't we trading guys or calling guys up to improve this team? And I'm a Mets fan, and I'm arguing for the Yankee fans right now. Like, if we've been praising this farm system for God? I've heard Spencer Jones' name for so long. I've heard Jason Dominguez's name for so long. I've heard Volpe's name for so long. I've heard Ben Rice for so long. And like some of these guys have worked out. George Lombard has worked out so far. But you have so many other guys who haven't. Why are they still here? If you had an opportunity to trade these guys to get a better player to win a World Series, why aren't we doing it? That's just my opinion on it. Tell me a reason why Jason Dominguez is still on this team, Lewis. Because I'm trying to figure that one out myself. Fair enough. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous.
But it's like you have Garrett Cole, Max Fried, and Cam Schittler. Cam Schittler are really good, right? That's your 1, 2, 3. That can win you 3 playoff games right there. Can you hit enough? Can they get more than 3 runs in a playoff game? That's going to be the question. And if that's the question, why didn't we do more to make that better? That's my opinion. Trade line. And the Mets trade everybody. The Mets wave the white flag. The Mets trade everybody. So it's fine. We got Jeremy Yan, though. Jeremy Yan is the truth. Or Jeffrey Yan. Jeffrey Yan is the truth.
After every
shout out to Jeffrey Yan. He's the truth.
Ain't he like 30 years old, bruh? God
He's
damn.
30 years old. He's making his major league debut, and he does a glove pump. He takes his glove, he slams it into the ground, which is a bad idea. First of all, you're a pitcher. Stop doing that. And he does a little split after every strikeout to end an inning. But you know what, Lewis? You know what? It's fun.
It's fun.
Let's bring some fun back to this team. You know what I mean? Like, let's get stupid. Let's get dumb. Yeah, slam your glove down. I don't care. It's fun. Who cares? It's the fucking Mets. It brings some. Yeah. You struck a guy out. You're supposed to be happy about that. Bring some life back into this team. Why not?
The Mets are single-handedly going to bring fun back into baseball. like just because look, they ain't gonna win nothing, but let's make it fun.
They ain't gonna win nothing.
Yeah?
It's gonna be fun.
Let's make it fun.
It's gonna be fun.
Hey, you know why
Anyway.
it's fucking? It just got more fun because Jess is in the building. Ew.
What up, Jess?
You have to give me a second.
Oh, Jess, we'll give you all the seconds.
Oh, don't
you
worry.
need. We'll give you all the seconds.
All the time you need.
All the time you need.
It's not like somebody, overslept an hour and a half before they get on there. You take as much time as you need.
Who slept? You?
No, obviously not. No, of course not. Well, it couldn't be me. Like, I didn't answer the group chat for like an hour and a half. And an hour and a half I was sleeping the whole time. And I got woken up by a text from Lewis being like, where you at? I'm like, oh, shit. But we're fine. We're here. We made it.
That's so funny. You wake up to the vibration, you're like, the fuck is that noise? Like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to sleep. And then you look, you're like, oh, I have a priority. Okay.
Wait, you know what it was? Just kind of pulling back the curtain. I heard my phone buzz like multiple times, and I'm like, all right, that's probably some bullshit. Or like, whatever, I'm trying to sleep here. So, like, I felt it buzz, and I was like, then I saw it was a group chat. I was like, oh, uh-oh. And I immediately saw your text afterwards. Like, that really woke me up. I'm like, oh, it's 10:05. So, anyway, we made it. We're here.
We did it, Joe.
Anyway, all right. Two more.
Two more things. One of the things I've already covered. But it's time to let's kind of just review the video I did about Justin Herbert. First off, Daniel, you've seen it.
Yes.
Jess, she's seen it. I don't know if she's here to currently speak on it, but that's okay. Justin Herbert and Madison Beer, now fiancés, by the way. Shout out to them. Congratulations on their engagement. That's the one thing I haven't fucking heard from NFL fans in the last week. Jesus Christ. Congratulations to them, first off, because that's a great life goal. That's a great life achievement. Good for them for finding each other and loving each other and wanting to make that commitment forward. That's great. So, Justin Herbert, NFL quarterback for the Chargers, really good. Hasn't had success in playoff games, hasn't won a playoff game, hasn't really even looked good in a playoff game. That's just here to say that. So people were getting on him because there was a 5 to 10 second clip of him and Madison Beer sitting,
literally 5 to 10 seconds,
literally sitting on the practice field, and they're just being in their own world together, stroking each other's hair, probably just saying cute shit to each other, like, "Oh, you're just so great, aren't you?" Cute relationship couple shit that happens very regularly with couples who genuinely love each other. I have a fiance as well. Me and Justin Herbert, one and the same. I may not be 6'6", but that ring I got 6'6". You know what I'm saying? Right, Justin Herbert? Come on, dab me up. And we do that cute couple shit too. You have a picnic in the park or something. You guys are in your own world. You don't care who's around you. You're in public, but you're in private. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those weird, cute couple shit things, So people take this clip And instead of being like, oh, wow, that's so nice. Look at them just chilling on the field together. Isn't that cute and lovely? Wow. No, they decided to just be fucking hateful wenches and pieces of shits online. Literally just saying, oh, he's not locked in. I need my quarterback to be locked. Why is he sitting on the practice field? Why is his wife even on the field? Why is she even there?
Mind you guys, they haven't played a preseason game yet.
Mm-hmm.
They're still practicing.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? There's little kids running around the field as well. It's called a family activity. God forbid a professional athlete wants to have his family surrounded with him on a practice field after practice is over. God forbid, right? God forbid an athlete wants to have their significant other or their family just chilling with them after practice and just having a great time, having a good day together.
No.
Right?
No. You want to know
That's
why?
such a problem.
You got to watch film. You got to lock in. You're on the field. Your football's your family, damn it. Okay? And
listen.
You know what? Let's pull up the video, guys. You know, let's do a review of my video. Jess, have you seen my video on Justin Herbert Madison Beer?
Don't be mad. I have not seen it. I'm sorry.
God. Well, you're gonna get a little snippet tidbit here today.
You can play it now though, cause I didn't see it. So
We're not gonna play all of it, but we're gonna play some of the best highlight parts. Basically, me just absolutely torching, basically the people, the pundits, the people talking online about this shit. Most notably, first things first, shit show, by the way. I'll just say that now. They talked about, this could have started the show. We could have had the whole show like this. Ratings are down. I get it. But you could not have done the whole show on this. Chris Broussard, you've never felt love. Anyway, let's just get into it. Let's talk about it. The fact that this got picked up by first things first. Yeah, it's time to clown these guys. You guys ready for this? All right, let's get it.
What is this? I understand everyone wants to be Travis and Taylor. I get it. I don't blame you. They never did this at the practice field. This is...
All right, give me one.
What is happening here? You can't have more videos of your girlfriend fixing your hair than playoff wins.
These guys don't have loving relationships. That's the first thing. Like, cause you want to know what it is, guys? This, whatever controversy this shit is, it's so absurd to me that I have to battle it with absurdity. Like, why do you think of this cute video of a couple just chilling, and the first thing you think of, no playoff wins, pussy? Are you cool? Like, what's going? Like, am I bugging? Like, what the fuck?
they're
It's just
bored. One, they're bored. They got a little hate in their voice,
a lot of hate.
and it's parasocial. They feel entitled to how this person should run their life when it's allowed to be family day on the field. Who gives a shit if Taylor and Travis didn't do this? They didn't need to do this for Nick's right heads to be all up in their ass when they first came out. They didn't need to do that. That's not how they showed their thing, you know. But this is, so what? Who cares?
Yeah, it's
Like,
just,
who cares? Like, who
it's-
fucking cares?
it's-
You
it-
guys are really bored.
It's genuinely just one of the more ridiculous things, like, I've seen all day. Right, you're probably married. All right.
He is married.
Why are the first thing when you see, what's going on in the psychosis of your mind that sees a loving relationship, and then you're like, he has no playoff wins though, fucking loser. You're unhappy. You are unhappy. Because what if somebody did that about you and your wife? You're sitting there drinking coffee, like playing footsies or something, and they're like, he's not even on ESPN. Doesn't even have this. You would call them a hater. But what is this? You're hating. This is genuine hate. It's crazy.
When you've been in the league 7 years, you can't. This could have led the show.
This could have led.
No, it could not have. You guys are dumb. What are we talking about? It could have led the show.
There's nothing
It's
It's
else
a
to talk
5-second
about.
clip.
This is why you're not on ESPN.
Could have led the show. What's going on with First Things First? You guys aren't pulling ratings. You guys want this to lead the show? What's going on, chat?
This has to be a joke.
It's not a joke.
I mean, were they just doing that?
No.
Like, having fun?
Candid camera.
You can't let that happen. I'm sorry.
Why can't you let that
Who says
happen?
you can't? This is
God forbid.
okay.
God forbid.
God forbid
God
you show
forbid
love
they're
to your
caught with a
significant other.
PDA.
God forbid.
God forbid there's PDA in your life as a professional athlete and a superstar model
I
that
feel
has
like
ass and beer.
they're
God
not
forbid.
even considering context of this. This isn't a regular practice she just strolled into and they sat down and started making out on the field. Obviously, it is a camp where players can invite their loved ones to share the field with for just a certain amount of time. Like their reaction is simply, we need to make a story. There's nothing else to talk about. It's kind of a quiet NFL off season, not that much drama, and there's nothing else to talk about. They are truly bored.
Oh, Jess,
And
holy
it's
shit.
just they're
And-
overreacting. The
Jess,
thing is that
hold on,
they're overreacting.
Hold on, Jess.
Louis, I saw it too.
Before
Louis,
you
I saw it
continue,
too.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought your screen was seeing Jesus because you had that white shit
Lu-
over it. I thought your
Louis, I
screen
saw
was
it
getting
too.
possessed by literally heaven. I thought you were going to heaven, Jess. I ain't gonna lie, but continue.
No, there was a piece of tape. There was
I know. I
piece
saw
of
it.
tape hanging on
I,
my-
I was letting you make your point, and I was gonna bring it up.
I was like, what? Okay, go ahead, Jess. Sorry.
I didn't realize the tape was like in the way. But anyway, they are very and they know that they're overreacting. They know that they sound ridiculous. But like it's not a
And-
big deal. It's not a big
and-
deal. It's not the regular season. And they don't do this with anyone else. If this wasn't the quarterback, you wouldn't give a fuck. You wouldn't care.
No.
Talk about something else. There's nothing else on the Chargers. There's nothing else you can talk about with that team.
No.
This
There's no
is a
injuries,
classic
there's no,
case
like-
to me of we are blowing this out of proportion.
Yes.
This is all this is.
For
We are
shits
just
and giggles.
completely blowing this out of proportion. Because there's nothing wrong with this.
Nothing.
And Jim Harbaugh is a great family guy as well. He probably said, "Yeah, bring her to the practice field. I don't care. Just do it after
Yeah, he's
practice," which they probably
encouraging
did.
Justin to get married and make babies. He's a Christian man, so he's probably like, "When you gonna marry her? You're getting married, right? You're gonna have a bunch of kids, right?" Like he's probably
probably
like,
having that
encouraging
conversation right
every step
now.
of this.
It's just-
He's probably super happy for him.
Oh, 100%. Oh, he's not being a macho
He doesn't
masculine
wanna be
football
happy for
man.
Other people.
God forbid he has a fiance and they're just being in their own world. What's the problem with showing affection to your almost gonna be wife? What's the problem? Am I bugging? Because I got a fiance. I just understand that I love my fiance and I want to be with her forever. So, like, people just, like, are they this sad all the fucking time? Like, is this the first thing you guys are thinking about? Is this really the first thing we're thinking about? What's going on, son? This is crazy.
I get it. You're in love and all that, but come on. Nick's right. That should have been A1. And I like Justin Herbert, but what?
Why can't he just do something cute with his fiance?
No, you don't like Justin Herbert. You're
like-
lying. Because you don't even respect Justin Herbert. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Louis, do
Hold
you
on.
have the date on when this video was posted?
It was posted. I think it was posted yesterday. Oh, which
No,
this
not,
video?
not your video. That video.
Nick, right? It was 2 days ago from when I did the video, so it was posted maybe like Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta continue, just sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna Google something real quick.
Yeah, no, this is just stupid.
Yeah, it's genuinely it's stupid. I'm not understanding the. And you know what I want to say? I want to say the thing that Chris Broussard said to describe him, but I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to stop at the, at the word I can't say. Is the man? Thank you. Lonely. They don't.
Really?
You guys don't actually love your spouses and fiancés. You guys don't actually love them.
What is this?
It's called love, Chris Broussard. Something that you clearly have never felt in your life. Clearly, you've never felt it. Ever.
Sir, what in the world is going on?
Full disclosure.
Insane in the membrane. And then, so basically, they're just chatting shit. And then this video right here. I showed Jess this video before, so Jess just knows a little bit about this. So, this one.
If I may, real quick.
Ooh, go ahead.
If I may, real quick, Lewis. Thursday sports news. What they could have made A1, right? What they wanted to make A1. Luther Burton had a major injury for the Bears that actually really hurts them. Teddy Bridgewater retired. The Braves and Yankees were going to start a big series, and Chris Sale was ejected following a dispute over a balk. And the Patriots had to scramble to install a brand new turf field ahead of the preseason opener. All that happened on Thursday. That's probably more important than Justin Herbert and Madison Beer following each other. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, this could have led the show. You fucking losers.
Herbert and Madison Beer are madly in love, and that should be celebrated, not mocked.
Thank God. Thank you. First off, she hit it all the bing, 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 ding, 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 ding. And Jess, you want to know what this lady's name is? The blonde one?
No.
Jessica. Period. From one
Great
Jess
name.
to another, you guys be speaking facts. Let me tell you. Beautiful. Why are
It's
we
in our
mocking love? Like all these men. And look at this guy. I'm sorry. He's about to say some bullshit. It doesn't help.
That's a great pause. That's a great
Or
pause.
hairline receding. And it doesn't help that you have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm just going to say that. As a grown-ass man wearing a graphic tee, unironically wearing a graphic tee, especially like that. Like, it's green, it's obnoxious, it's fucking weird, it doesn't fit you good. Like, what are we doing? Anyway. Let's continue.
What are
I
we
had to
doing
flame
here?
him real quick. Thank you. What are we doing? Thank you so much. Somebody had to say it. Like, it's crazy.
This is precious.
Why is she on the football field?
Oh my! Why is that little girl that just ran across the screen on the football field? Will we say the same thing if it was his daughter? Ooh. Why all of a sudden, if it's his fiance, it's a problem? If it was chat, talk to me. If it was his daughter or mom, is this a problem?
Well, he wouldn't because of his daughter or mom like that, but showing affection to a parent or a child is not as offensive. It doesn't get to people the same way. You know, a lot of people. That's why a lot of people were so annoyed with the Taylor and Travis thing. It was annoying because the sports media was like melting over it. Like they were literally hyperventilating and like foaming at the mouth about these people. It wasn't even like just a general fascination like what we had with all celebrity couples. It was just like straight up like they were getting like desperate over that couple. So a lot of people, like a lot of regular people, were just kind of like it. Naturally, sometimes a lot of people don't like PDA.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because it has something to do with them, not the other people.
But also, I will say this: this is the lowest form of PDA. This is like one of the. They're literally just like stroking their hair. He probably put her hair behind her ear, probably saying like, "Oh, you're so beautiful." Like it's actually this is like super wholesome. Actually.
But you want to know what it goes back to, Lewis? It goes back to what Jess said too. It's because it's Justin Herbert and Madison Beer. If this was a 30-year-old country O lineman with his wife of like 15 years, we wouldn't care. Like we would if this was like some random O lineman and his wife that they probably lived together for like a long time doing the same exact thing, we don't care.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it boils down to. It's because Justin Herbert's a public figure, Madison Beer's a public figure. We kind of gravitate towards it, and the same way we gravitated towards Taylor and Travis because they're both public figures, right? They're both superstars in their own right. If it was anybody else, we don't care. If it was Ladd McConkey and his girlfriend, it wouldn't matter. If it was Jim Harbaugh and his wife, it wouldn't matter. It's because it's Justin Herbert and Madison Beer.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, people just want to hate J Herb. right? And I think, you know what? You can hate him a little bit. You want to know why? He's unclutch in playoff games. I'll say that. I'll be the first one to say that he is not clutch in playoff games. He does not play well.
Right.
However, when you look at this video,
We should. Right.
how do you go from that to that? Like, I don't.
You could judge Justin Herbert for his football play and his
Yes.
football career, but his personal career, you have no right to do that. Who cares? That's none of your business what he does with his personal life and his girlfriend and his wife, right? Like that. It shouldn't be your businesses to get in on that.
Yeah. It's his mom's, and they're chilling like that. First off, if your mom's just touching you like that, it's a little crazy. But sometimes your mom, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes your mom shows affection to you.
Yeah.
Sometimes family members show affection to you, bro. Maybe rub your head a little bit, rub your back, you know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, hope you had a good practice. God forbid you get shown affection in your life. These men don't understand affection. From another human being.
cooking.
I'm cooking right here. It's fucking weird. Jeez.
Why are all the other wives, girlfriends, and family members on the football field?
Exactly, that's my question.
Oh, this guy's an incel. Okay. I don't know who this guy is. So I don't know his name. I'm so sorry.
He's desperate to defend his point.
Yo, Jess.
That's a desperate answer to that question.
Yo, Jess, I ain't gonna lie. Once he said that comment, that was the first thing that popped in my head. Oh, involuntary celibate. Like, I can't. Like this guy doesn't get laid. Like, that was the first thing that popped into my mind.
What a dumbass. What a
Oh
fucking
my
dumbass.
god! Like,
Get over yourself.
Right?
Get over yourself.
That's the same
Did you
question
hear
I'm
him? He was
asking.
like, yeah, I have a problem. He doesn't want any of the wives and girlfriends on the field. She was like, there's other wives and girlfriends on the field. He goes, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, why I don't like that. Like, bro, what he does? Okay, so he doesn't understand. I don't know where he works, or if he ever worked, or like wherever he worked. I don't know. But organizations and companies that are very like successful and influential, and it's a status quo thing. A lot of these companies do have family day.
Mhm.
White collar jobs, blue collar jobs, they have they have things where you bring your family for the day. It's not unheard of. You're just entitled to this person. You think you're entitled to Justin Herbert. You're not entitled. And you're not entitled to the team. You don't get to tell the fucking Chargers who gets to be on their fucking field. Sorry, that's not how it works. You don't get to tell people who can sit in the suites. You don't get to tell people that they can't be on the field when they win. Like, you have to separate yourself. You have to calm down. If it makes you uncomfortable, too fucking bad. That's okay. It's okay to be uncomfortable. You have to be all right. These people are not all right.
They're not, Jess. This guy's.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you probably worked
Info,
shitty end
info.
jobs before.
It's family
where they don't
time.
do that.
No, on
Just 'cause
football,
they
the
put
football
the
team is your
wives and
family.
girlfriends
Oh
at
my
work.
god, Jess. I'm so sorry. We gotta wind that back. You guys just heard the dumbest shit I've heard all fucking week. You guys want to hear this shit? Ready for this? This guy is, so I don't know his name. This guy's an incel. This guy's incel. First of all,
It's family time.
No, on football,
They
the
put in the
football
work.
team is your family.
you see, and this is
Arguably, you bring your family to football. Arguably, that's how it's supposed to be done.
you know what this guy
what a
sounds
fuck-
like, and you know he sounds like a red pillar. He sounds like
He is a
Myron
red
Gaines.
pillar, and
100%.
The thing is, he thinks you love your team. You don't love your team, and you don't love them as people. They're fucking human beings. They're not robots, bro. No one on that team, on the roster, on the coaching staff is a fucking robot. You want them to have a good season? A part of having a good season is having a person who feels whole. Is having the person on your team that feels supported. So you know what? What's going to help our players be happy? And that they don't fucking throw tantrums. That they can't say that we don't care about them. Why don't we have a family field day? Where we can embrace all their family. Because these players have families. That's why they fucking play football. That's why they get a paycheck. To feed their loved ones. To house and clothe and to sell it and to, endow their loved ones with good things. What the
You
fuck
know,
is wrong? Like the football, they are families, stupid ass. Clearly, maybe you haven't played football, because football players already know. Of course, of course, their teammates are their family. Of course, they have that already. One day, bringing the family on is not going to interrupt their fucking season. If that happens, you probably have a shitty team. And guess what? John Harbaugh is not going to have a shitty team like that. So it's like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong? Like, your football is your fit. They fucking already know that. But it's also called real life, bro. And in real life, they have real families. They don't get to go home with their teammates. It's only training camp where they get to house with their teammates for 2-3 weeks before the fucking season starts. Every other day during the season, they go to practice, they go home. Only time they're not home is when they fly away to an away game. Then when they come back, they separate and they go home to their own respective families. They're people, bro. They're not toys. You look at football players and you think they're toys.
Yeah.
That's why I got you fucked up in the brain. That this young kid is making out with a hot girlfriend, probably hotter than yours if you got one.
probably
And he's
doesn't.
getting
Probably
paid
doesn't.
damn
He's
good
insane.
money to fucking do it.
If you're wearing
That's
that shirt,
what-
you don't got a girl. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's some girls like the Mutant Ninja Turtles, but you know.
I like
yeah,
them too. Don't
but
wear that
what
shirt
you don't
to work,
want
though.
is to
You're
date
doing a lot.
someone. What you don't want is someone who thinks so futile.
Yeah.
Who thinks so like you're football players as your family. You're fucking idiots. Just
If I
stop
was a
it.
girl, I wouldn't date that guy for saying that. That's what I'm saying.
Like, you fucking dumb.
That's why he doesn't have a
Like,
girlfriend.
you think you care about football more than they fucking care about football?
No shot.
You don't.
But you want to know what it is too? It's like I can't think of a sport that doesn't prioritize family over the sport itself. Like every time you see like an NHL team win, what's the first thing you see? You see them with their family, right? When the Knicks won, who were they with? They were with their wives and their girlfriends on the basketball court when they won, right? In the NHL, like that's the biggest family that I've seen. Like people know each other's families in the NHL and hockey. Like baseball is all about family too. Like that's the family sport. Like I can't think of a sport that doesn't prioritize family over the game itself. And like if you can't understand that as a football fan, you're not a football fan. The sport shouldn't be your life. And he's making it about his life. Like that's just not that's not how this works.
You know what's funny? Remember, guys, Tom
Just
Brady, right?
parasocial.
Tom Brady locked in so hard, right? His wife had to leave him. I bet you Tom Brady, if he could have just locked in 20% less to keep Giselle, probably would have done it. Just keep it a bean. Mother of his children.
But
Probably
okay,
loved him.
but
He
him
probably
and
would've
Giselle
done
had because him and Giselle had PDA sessions too.
Yes.
And we never knew shit about that. All the time, him and Giselle were on some type of media outlets shown kissing or holding hands or TMZ and whatever.
And you know what? And you know what we'd say as normal humans?
So why does it
That's
does it
fine.
matter
Oh,
now?
good for them. We'd say that. But as incels like this guy with the green shirt on, we'd say, huh, why are you holding your wife's hand? You should be holding your coach's hand for more film. Urgh, I'm angry and upset and sad that I don't get laid. Urgh. It's fucking crazy.
And that's what it comes down to. A
And
lot
this
of
is why
people,
men
you
don't have
know,
loving relationships outside
it's a lot of it
anything
is
they
just
do.
projection. It's just projection. No,
Because
it's
it's
just
shit like that. I
Is
can't
there anything
just
else?
chill with my fiance. Yeah, they do. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot this part.
Like, I'm not. Your football's your family is on the football field. Yes. However, I also have a fiance and a mother and a father and Like, siblings and cousins and uncles and aunts. Like, I also have other people besides my fucking football team. Also, we're acting like this 5-second clip is going to make him not play good.
that is the other part of it.
Put in the work.
Get out of
They're
here.
taking their breaks with their families,
This
the
is-
ones who are
that's-
there for them,
Look
the
at her
ones who
stroking
support,
this
the
man's
ones who are
hair.
there.
Oh my God! Look at this! Look at his fiance showing her fiance also affection. Look at love. Ew. You're an incel. and bald and has shitty shirts.
At home when things are good, bad, ugly, everything in between, and he has beautiful hair, and she gets destroyed. That is a look of pure love. Everybody who is hating on this is just jealous because you want a love like that.
Period. Log it.
Shout out to Jessica.
Shout
I
out
don't
to
even gotta say
Jessica.
nothing 'cause she said it.
Shout out to Jess. All right, and then we got this last video that I think we can have a talk about it. I think it's quite interesting what he brought up. He brought up a different angle about this saga. So let's I think real talk with MJ. So let's talk about it.
I want to ask y'all this question. If Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson were caked up with their girl with the resume that Justin Herbert has, do you think it would be all sunshine and rainbows?
Probably not. And I'll tell you why is because those people who would do that to Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts are fucking idiots. They're dumb as fuck. And they don't know love. They never felt intimacy from a woman or just anybody of that matter. So even if you were doing it to Justin Herbert, Brock Purdy, name me another white quarterback here, Jackson Dart or whatever, and if you did that to Lamar Jackson, to Kyler Murray, to Jalen Hurts, I'd also call you fucking stupid. Basically, this guy's trying to bring up race into it about how we view Justin Herbert, and if it was Jalen Hurts, insert Jalen Hurts instead of Justin Herbert here, people would be shitting on him if he had the resume like Justin Herbert did. So, and you know what? I'd still call those people fucking idiots because why would you? Who cares? Like, why would what? It's just a bad argument. Like I understand where he's coming from,
agree.
But it's like what for? Like that doesn't mean anything to me.
No, I agree with you, Lewis. But I think also too, it's the fact that they are like it's Madison Beer and Justin Herbert. Like if you do replace Justin Herbert with Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, or whatever, it's still going to be talked about because they're public figures. They're important to other people for parasocial reasons. So that's why people are going to care. It doesn't matter about race. It's just that we know these people and we want to live our lives through these people, or some people do. Not saying us, other people do. So because of that, now we have to make a big deal out of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, if this was a random defensive lineman, we don't care. If it was a college player, we don't care. If it wasn't like, forget about Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts. If it was like Christian Kirk or Mike Evans or like we don't care. If it was Justin Jefferson, then we care a little bit more. If it was, Saquon Barkley, we care a little bit more, right? Because we know them. They're public figures. We know their name. We know their lives. People try to live through them. It shouldn't matter about race because it really doesn't. It's just like you want to kind of live his life through him, and you're mad you can't do that.
Yeah. And the fact that they're receiving flack for it is dumb as fuck anyway. In the beginning, I would call out all that bullshit. We see Jalen Hurts with his wife. Like, what's the problem? Like, I don't have a problem with any of this. So, like, what's the point you're trying to make here? The point you should be making is that all these people are dumb for even thinking that way.
Do you think, they would bring the KKK.
That's why I brought up race thing. He literally just brought up the KKK. So, I just want to put it out there, yeah.
Okay, so, okay.
I don't, bro.
Yeah,
So when Myles Garrett and Chloe Kim have PDA, why isn't that big of a deal?
Myles Garrett's known, but like people just don't, I guess, care to.
I would say Chloe Kim has a really good fan base.
But like
she won a gold medal.
But I feel like people don't care enough to comment on it like they would with Justin Herbert.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. We care because now this is Justin Herbert and Madison Beer. Yeah. Race never had anything because if it was a race thing, why aren't we talking about Myles Garrett and Chloe Kim?
Yeah, and I don't think it is a race thing, but he explicitly.
He's making it out to be that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He's
got
not-
you.
Yeah, it's just like, like why? What
There's nothing in my mind. How can this guy, Justin Herbert, 0 for 3 in the postseason?
why are we talking about postseason? Like, when are we? He's chilling with his fiance. Why? Why are we talking about postseason? Like, what? Is that the first thing you guys think of when you see a loving relationship? God forbid. Oh my gosh.
Optics is everything. We're not talking about love. We're talking about optics, dog. 0-3 in the
No, we're not.
postseason. 2 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. A 64 passer rating. If Jalen Hurts had that and then was caked up with his wife during training camp with 0 playoff wins, if Lamar Jackson was
be right
caked up
back.
with this girl
Mhm.
with 0 playoff wins, you think folks would just give them a pass? No, but it's
No, they wouldn't, and they're not getting Justin Herbert a pass either. But here's the thing: they're all fucking stupid if you don't give them a pass. They're chilling with their fiance. Calm the fuck down. Like, what are we right? Like,
Mr. Hypothetical Justin
This
Herbert.
is not that big of a
He gets
deal.
all these passes, but it's diabolical, bro. It's diabolical, bro.
And I can agree that he does get passes for being shitty in playoff games, but he does have decent regular seasons. But he's not clutch in playoffs. And I can say that, but also be a nuanced human being and not just think everything is black and white. And sometimes it's a gray area. Sometimes he's just chilling with his fiance after fucking training camp, and everybody else's family's on the football field. But since he's the quarterback, since he's Justin Herbert, since he has no playoff wins, you know who else does have fucking playoff wins in the last fucking recent years in terms of coaching for the Chargers? Jim Harbaugh. But he if he chose with his wife, who cares? I don't care. Like, that's not going to affect you seriously. It's just not. Like, what are we... Like,
And if I'm his teammate, I'm saying you better be ready. Not in the regular season. You better be ready in January.
so we see something happen in August, and we're like, it's going to affect him in fucking January. Like, what? yo, once he said that, I knew this was just a bullshit. Like, are we dead ass? You better be ready in January. Motherfucker. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we...
It's like, so then you can make the say so just Herbert goes turn on his own teammates, be like, you better be ready in September, bro. I see you chilling with your wife. You better be ready, bro. It's like they're not doing that.
You know what it is? It's fake Macho Man shit. This shit right here is fake Macho Man shit. Because football players, you're locked in, but nobody's going to look at you spending time with your family and being like, you're not locked in. You're a fake Macho Man. Because you would never say that
Right.
shit to Justin Herbert's face. You would never say that shit to an actual player. You would never, ever think of saying that shit to a player. Ever. You never
No,
even
we're
dare.
fighting. You say that, we're fighting.
Like, who the
That's
fuck?
what happens.
You tell me I'm not locked in? I'm chilling with my wife, bro. Don't fucking disrespect me like that. Fucking slap the shit out of you. Like, who is you talking to?
And they're not talking like that. They're just not going to. That's your teammate. You can't talk to your teammate like that.
No.
Now, if he's off in practice and he's being shit, you could say that.
Yeah.
But you don't bring up his fiance into it.
Yeah, it's to put a bow on this, people are dumb. It's just all I have to say. Like, that's if you're making a big deal out of this, you're an incel, you're dumb. You hate you're a fake macho man. You're trying too hard to be masculine. Like, calm the fuck down. Like, you're just doing too much, bro. Like, and yeah.
This did not have to be a big deal.
Because you know what, Daniel, it's not a big deal. at all.
I genuinely saw this video. I'm like, oh, that's cool, and I kept scrolling.
Yes.
That was my reaction to it.
You want to know why, Daniel? Because you're a normal human being.
Why can't more people just be like normal? You know what I mean? And I'm not normal. Well, why can't people just be like somewhat normal? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. It's not that hard, bro.
It's ridiculous. Well,
Anyway.
speaking of normal, this was something that I found fucking wild on my timeline. I
Yeah,
think.
this is an interesting story
Yeah.
in the sports world.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and explain it, Lewis.
So, Ennis Freedom, formerly known as Ennis Cantor, was an NBA player back in our heyday. Had a lengthy career, had a 10-plus year career in the NBA. So, made some good money and things like that. And, he hasn't played in the NBA in a long time. I think he's played overseas most recently because he can't play a lick of defense at all. So that's why he's not in the league. So Enes Freedom just comes out with this video out of the fucking blue. Literally no one's checking for you, Lil Bro. Respectfully. And then all of a sudden just comes out with this video out of the blue. So here we go.
After careful consideration and reviewing the current eligibility guidelines, I am officially declaring myself a WNBA prospect. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, then I meet every single requirement necessary to compete in the WNBA. My team and I have carefully examined the WNBA's eligibility criteria and governing framework surrounding self-identification and inclusion. Based on the current guidelines, I can and am officially declaring my eligibility for the upcoming WNBA draft in May 2027. I am definitely not here to mock, make fun of, or disrespect any community or personal choices. I am simply asking that the current rules be applied equally to everyone. The rules that represent the very values many WNBA players and coaches have publicly advocated for. My team and I are prepared to ensure these guidelines are applied equally, consistently, and without exception. And I look forward to the WNBA honoring its stated principles. See you at training camp.
Okay. So here's the thing, Chad,
Okay.
right? Here's the thing. You ready? So in the eligibility guidelines, it doesn't specifically say you got to be a woman, right? So basically what people are trying to say is that these players, they're not for real. They're just doing this to try and get the WNBA to change their policy on men playing in their league and possibly transgender athletes playing in their league who used to be men and then transitioned to a woman. So that's kind of what I think this is. I don't think this is real at all. It's too fucking performative and shit to be real for me. However, when I first saw this, I was like, there's no fucking way, right?
I thought it was a joke. Like when I saw the story, I was gonna put in the group chat. I'm like, no, this ain't real. Like this is. I don't know what he's like. I get what he's trying to do, but like I don't know if this was the right way to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Like this feels performative, and you say you're not trying to make a mockery, but it seems like you kind of are. But like you're trying to make a statement, but would you really make a statement by doing this? Like I don't.
Yeah, I
I
feel
don't
like
know if this was the right way to go about it.
yeah, I feel like it is a mockery just doing this. You know what I mean? Like the whole video, the editing, the cleanness of it. Like if you really wanted to declare, you could have just like said, "Yeah, I'm gonna declare." That's it. If you really wanted no attention and didn't want to make a mockery, like you are first off. This is what he's saying. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, that I meet every single requirement necessary to compete in the WNBA. So basically what they're trying to get at is that in the WNBA, there's not a strict rule on transgender athletes who were previously of, males being able to play in their league. So that's kind of what they're getting at. And I think Enes Freedom is trying to push the WNBA into actually changing the rule so that a person who was previously a man or a male is not able to compete in the WNBA because it's an all-woman league. Daniel, how you feel about it? Talk to me.
I mean, look, I think regardless of where you stand on that subject line, because this is a very important and sensitive topic, right? Where Enes Freedom stands on that line and how he feels, I don't think was made necessarily clear in the statement he wanted to make, right? Whether or not you think transgendered athletes should be in the WNBA. I just feel like the way he went about this wasn't the right way. Like, if you wanted to make a statement, you come out publicly, like, get on an official website, get on an official, like an ESPN, and you make your statement known and clear. Like, I feel like you have too much ambiguity in this subject, and you're making it. I get like the point he's trying to make a mockery of it, sure, and this is his version of that, but it's like at the same time, like, you don't know. Like, what is he trying to prove? What is he trying to accomplish? What is he trying to make known? And I feel like with this video, it's like you're just doing it to do it. You're not really making that much of a statement, or you're not making your stance relatively known how you're going to make a difference.
Yeah.
When you're trying to get a rule change, you're trying to make a stance, regardless of what the stance is, you have to do something that makes a difference. And I feel like you're not doing that. You're just kind of poking fun at the issue. You're not trying to activate for a change. Like, you're not stating what you want the change to be. You're not stating your real intention. You're just kind of making fun. I get it, that's the point, but to me, that's not you making a statement or proper statement on the situation.
You know, one of the first things I thought about, like, as like a joke is like, well, whoever gets him in fantasy is winning. You know, like.
But that's the thing, right? Right? Because now you're making a joke out of a very, very sensitive situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a very debatable and sensitive topic that's all the way up in Congress right now, and you kind of just made a joke about it.
And you know what it gets me? It's like, this sentence makes it seem like he's making a joke out of it. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, then I meet every single requirement necessary. It's like, well, do you really? Now, if that is in their rules for the WNBA, first off, shitty rulemaking.
Right.
Shitty. You gotta be, that's too vague. Just declaring who you are, way too fucking vague. Because it's a woman's National Basketball Association. What does that mean? You were born a woman, and you are a woman. But do they exclude the people who became a woman and were born something else? Like, you could put that language in there, but the fact that it's not in there, and the fact that he can make this video and he's technically right, that's kind of shitty on the WNBA. The fact that the language wasn't even involved in there. Like, because if they want to keep it just strictly women who are born as women, you could put that verbiage in there. If the league wants that.
Right.
Does the league want that?
Well, the truth is that we're not going to know until that law gets passed or doesn't get passed.
Yeah.
And that's probably what they're waiting for.
Hmm.
And that's where I think Ennis Freedom is wrong, because you can't force the WNBA's hand when they can't even make a decision for themselves yet. You know what I mean? Like, the WNBA has to wait for this law to pass for transgendered athletes and whether they can compete in men's sports or not, or vice versa. So, and how you view on that stance is different from this conversation, right? Because this is about how he went about it. So, I think there were better ways to make your point known, and there's better ways to kind of, because this is a serious topic, and you're making a joke out of a very serious topic, and you're offending a lot of people by doing it, which maybe was his point and his intention, but at the same time, it's like, I don't view that as you making a true statement.
Yeah. Now, as the two men in the room, and there's a woman here in the room, we're going to defer to the woman in the room. Jessica, are you with us?
She may be a bit busy right now.
She's a bit busy, all right? But when she gets back, we will get the woman opinion, all right, guys? It's the WNBA talk. We got to include the woman opinion, all right? But yeah, this is crazy. Like, just seeing this, it was like, I truly thought it was like satire. Like, I was like, oh, okay, this is just like this is like a funny thing he's doing. Okay, cool. Fine, just keep scrolling.
And we're back.
But no, apparently he's being super dead ass about it. So, I mean, if the WNBA has, you know, It's super tough. I'm gonna wait because Daniel's mic has feedback, so I'm gonna wait. I also am gonna use the bathroom as well. I'll be right back, chat. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Right back.
All right, chat, we're back. We're back. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's a very weird situation. It's a very tough situation. Um, I don't know. I don't think this was the right way to talk about this topic and make a statement known. That's just how I feel. And there's Jess. Jess, you need a refresher on the situation. This is the last. This is the last thing we'll talk about today. We just want
Yeah,
your opinion.
I think he was joking when he did that. I think didn't he come out and say that he was like, well, he wasn't serious.
I'm back. Had to pee.
It's like, I think he knows that he's joking, and that's the point. You know what I mean? Like, he did this as a joke to make a point, make a statement about the situation.
I got you guys right now.
Did that. I don't want to analyze and think about what got, like, I don't, that's just, I feel like, bro, if you care something about, like, I don't know, he's just trying to stir the pot. Just trying to, like, cause some shit.
Yeah.
Because he knows there's no way they would allow you to, you specifically, you're not going to be eligible. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, he obviously did this because he wants to make a political point. And instead of just coming out with like a video stating his political point or in an interview, or if you're a voting citizen, vote. I don't fucking, but it's just like, it was BS.
Do you think the absurdity of it makes this point get out there more? Because like, if we're trying to understand what Ennis Freedom was thinking of, okay, we're gonna curate this thing, is he thinking that making it an absurd thing? Is he trying to say that men trying to compete in women's sports is an absurd thing? This is why I'm doing this absurd thing.
Well, if he thinks that or not, you don't make a joke about it like this.
Right.
You know, why don't you take it? Why don't you sit down and have a serious conversation with someone about it? You making a video like this by yourself, knowing you have no real intention to ever actually try it out for the fucking WNBA. Like, this is for self-gratification. This is not because you believe in a bigger cause. It's not because you're actually convicted that men or biological men should not be in women's sports. Like, there's ways for you, because it's such a serious topic for so many people. It's a hot button issue right now. It's not really that, like, and you're not a fucking comedian, so you can't really make this funny. Like, you need to put your big boy pants on and get on your fucking Instagram live and say, hey, this is my, if you really want to share your opinion, you say, hey, yeah, I know this is going on, and here's my 2 cents. Like, you act like an adult. Be mature about it. But you're not serious about this conversation. You
Well,
don't really care if men are in women's sports. You're just bored. Ain't got shit else to do. And this is a topic right now with the WNBA player. I forgot her name. She came out with that ESPN article talking about the transgender issue in sports. You're just riding those coattails. You're just riding that wave. That's it. So it's like,
You guys want to see some that also isn't fucking serious? There was a second player who came out and wants to join the WNBA. His name is Royce White. A fucking nobody. I'm gonna just keep it a stack. Really not a good player in the NBA. I think he's now playing in the Big Three or whatever. But this is him in a wig. He wrote in this this Twitter caption. It came, y'all. My first wig. Tomorrow I tested on the court. This is my feminine era glow up. Did I slay? If y'all don't, yes, queen, you're transphobic. I really don't understand all the hatred. I just want to play some hoops with my fellow ladies. Royce White for U.S. Senate, Minnesota 2026 WNBA. Let her play. Hashtag. Yeah, these guys are just like
I don't
being
know
funny,
what's getting
trying
into
to.
people.
Like they're just trying to be obnoxious, like, and, like make a joke out of it.
that is being obnoxious. Like I
Yes.
said, there's ways you can have this conversation and be taken seriously.
And
Instead of you
respectfully.
just instead of you just coming out and making yourself look like an asshole. Even if you think your point is righteous. It's like I said, if you were serious about this, then why don't you put your fucking wig on and actually go to see if you'll actually get a tryout? Why don't you prove that what you think is going to happen is actually going to happen? That men can just walk up to it and WNBA tryout and be like, yeah, I want to join. I want to try out. Like, if you really think those rules are as loose and whatever changing with it, try it. Try it. Be bold. Try it. You want to know why you won't try it? Because that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Like I said, if you truly do feel a certain way about transgender people playing in there's ways to have this conversation seriously. Seriously. You don't fucking
Get on Jollibee.
you don't get on you don't put on
Jollibee?
a wig and you
20v1.
Jubilee.
Oh, Jubilee. Sorry.
Jubilee.
My bad. My bad. My bad.
Ain't that
Yeah, you can
ain't
get on
that a
Jubilee, or
restaurant?
you could do what's her name? Cunningham from The Fever?
Sophie Cunningham.
Sophie Cunningham. She wrote that article in ESPN. Write a fucking article. Say your piece. Don't try to make a spectacle, because the spectacle is about you. It's not about the issue. And only people who lack discernment, won't see that.
And his freedom lacks a lot of discernment. He can't play
Like,
defense.
it's just
That's why.
no one is taking you seriously. Like, stop it. Stop. If you think the rules are that simple, go. Go to the tryout. See when they're having it, and just walk up. Sign up. Get yourself an agent.
Take a
this to the
video.
league.
Take a POV video of you walking into a WNBA facility. I'm here for my tryout. And see what happens. That's how you make a more impactful statement than this.
Yeah. Yeah, see if it's that exactly. And if they do actually let you try out, then you can get on your soapbox and be like, look, I didn't even have to pretend that I'm trans. I just came to the tryout and they let me try out. But you're not going to do that, because that's never your intention. Because you don't. It may annoy you that this is that the issue with the transgenders in the sports, that may that may not sit well with you. But the thing is, you're not doing anything real about it.
It's fake outrage.
It's fake outrage. It's not real outrage. You're just trying to stay relevant. That's it. That's it.
And also, Royce White, sorry, never relevant to begin with. Sucks.
Well, he's doing it for another reason, because he's trying to go for Senate or whatever he's trying to go for.
But good luck. I don't know.
Good luck, bro. Let's get another mini Mom Donnie over there in Minnesota, and we can fucking beat his ass. How about we do that? Let's do it. Well, that's all we got for today.
I do want to mention, me and Lewis did joke that we would be under an hour, and I said, no way, we're going an hour 30. We've gone 2 hours.
Yes, we have.
We know how to podcast.
2 hours. 2 hours and 9 minutes on the fucking dot and counting. So, yeah.
Gotta go. Gotta wake up early. See you later, Gators.
All right.
Good night.
Everyone say goodnight to
Bye.
Jess and goodnight to the stream. We'll see you guys
Night.
throughout the week. Me and Jess might be on stream for casual Tuesdays or Thursdays. And then we'll see you guys back here on Sunday. Take it easy, everyone. Mwah, mwah, mwah.